guys, it's Hannah and I'm here with my husband Trevor, and we wanted to do something really fun. So right now there is the superhero-a-thon that is going on right now, and we decided to, instead of doing it, which I think it's like the end of March to April 2nd or something for the readathon, we decided to make this for our entire month of April and make a TBR surrounding around superhero prompts. And in the mix of that, we are going to be watching every single Marvel movie leading up to Infinity Wars, which comes out
April 27th.
27th? I thought it was
27th.
28th is Dewey's 24-hour readathon.
So there are 18 Marvel movies that we can watch, including Black Panther, so we might need to go see it again. Just, you know, refresher.
Yeah, refresher.
You don't look like you want to see it again.
I loved it.
I did too. I thought it was fantastic.
So if you want to follow us along and get updates, feel free to subscribe and make sure you're watching my reading vlogs, because you will see updates on us reviewing the Marvel movies and if they hold it to the test of time and which ones are our favorites, and also updates on our reading. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The creators of this is Ben and Grace. I will leave their channels down here who actually made the superhero-thon and prompt.
Fun fact about the test of time, I was recently reading an article on Google. They think that had they started Iron Man this year instead of 10 years ago, he wouldn't be as well accepted for how much of a dick and douchebag he was. That you said stand up to the test of time, so like with all like the...
So you're afraid we're not gonna like Iron Man?
No, I know I'm still gonna like it, but I'm just saying, like, the producers think that had they released Iron Man this year instead of 10 years ago, that he wouldn't have been as well liked as he is now, because I guess people weren't as sensitive back then, which by all means they weren't.
Here's my thing though, he's got good character arc, so he's got to start off being an asshole to get to like the likable part of him, so I'm a little conflicted with that statement.
I just thought it was a fun fact.
Okay, so I printed off the prompts, and the first superhero is Iron Man. I read a book that's an oldie but a goodie. And for my book, I am doing Shadow Kiss. This is the third one in Vampire Academy. If you guys haven't seen already, me and Gabby are doing a read-along of a reread of all of these, and we have a Goodreads page, and we're going to do live shows with everything too. So that is my oldie but a goodie.
Mine is my favorite all-time standalone. It might be one of my favorite books of all time, Ready Player One. I'm going to reread it and hopefully get to it before the movie comes out. I have no idea when it actually comes out.
It comes out in March.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't know how soon I have before.
Well, this is your April TBR.
Crap. You can edit that out, right? I'm going to look like a dumbass. Which you're totally okay with.
Yeah. Moving along.
Ready Player One.
Number 2 is Captain America, read a book that represents your country. And we had kind of a hard time finding one for this, but we just picked ones that are in the country as this one. So I decided to pick Blood Promise, which is the fourth one, because we read 2 books at a time. If you guys haven't heard of Vampire Academy, it's amazing. I don't know where you've been, because I literally talk about this all the time.
So, I read a lot of high fantasy, so getting a book to take place on Earth is a struggle for me. So I'm taking one of Brandon Sanderson's YA series that actually takes place in America, in a version of Chicago that I hope we never actually encounter. But it is about normal mortals, and then random people in the population develop superpowers, but the more they use those superpowers, the more crazy they go, and they become evil, and they like run the world. So this is from the mortals' point of view, fighting back against the superheroes. It's a really cool concept. I think you'd really like it.
That's very appropriate for this readathon too.
Yes. Fantastic.
Number 3 is Captain Marvel, read a new release that grabbed your attention. And I'm going with White Sands 2. This is a Brandon Sanderson graphic novel. This is the second volume, obviously. And the concepts are really cool. The artwork is really beautiful. It's all in really pale coloring. And it's all about these people who are able to move sand things around, and they control the sand, and it's like a certain power, and it's pretty cool. Go ahead and check out the first one. This is obviously the second one.
My Captain Marvel book is Thunderhead. The book 2 of the Scythe, Arc of a Scythe series. The first one was really good. It takes place in I think it's futuristic Earth, kinda, where humans have conquered every disease, every sort of, even death. Like, you jump off a building, they have like little nanites in their bloodstream that will just repair you right up. And the only way you die is when the Scythedom decides it's time for you to go. They're basically population control. So this is book 2 of it. Really good. The first one was so awesome and really easy read, and you can fly through these. Really cool comics.
Question number 4 is AntMan. Read a tiny book that packs a punch. Now, I didn't know how this question was totally fair because I don't know if you're gonna pack a punch unless it's a reread. But, so we just picked like tiny books. So I thought this was very appropriate. I've been meaning to get to these forever. And I haven't read any of the Marvel books. There's actually Marvel books out, if you guys didn't know. And one of them is Deadpool Paws. And this is all about monsters turning...
Puppies turning into monsters.
Puppies turning into monsters. Trevor's already read this. He said it's really funny. And
it's very, very
funny.
It
looks like a pretty fast read. And it's pretty tiny because look how skinny and short it is. So, Deadpool Paws. Hopefully I will get to this one this month and I will like it.
And it says it's powerful right on the back. So it's got to pack a punch. Evil, powerful, cute. Alright, mine is Assassin's Apprentice. It is little. I've been meaning to get to it for a while. I've heard it's really good. I don't actually remember what it's about, but I've heard it's really good.
It's one of mine that I always see Sam over at Sam's Nonsense rave about Robin Hobb, and I was like, you just need these. Like, I trust her opinion, and you need to read these. Superhero number 5 is Hulk. Read an intimidating book on your TBR that you want to smash out. And for this one, I am picking the Da Vinci Code. This one has always intimidated me. It's not that long, but I don't read a lot of adult fiction or just adult books in general. And I've always been intimidated by this. However, I did start reading it a while back and I did really like it. I haven't gotten any farther than you guys already know, but I think that I will like this once I actually pick it up, but I just have been putting it off. So I'm hoping that I will get to this one this month. My
Hulk-like book is Darker Shade of Magic, and it's not really intimidating. I just really want to smash out the whole series because we have all 3 of the books. So I've really been looking forward to these. I've been meaning to get to it.
Everybody go tell him to read this, because I've actually read this and he hasn't, and I really like it.
I don't need them ganging up on me too. You do it enough, thank you.
Question number 6 is Black Panther. Read a book with a POC protagonist, and we both actually had the exact same book, because this is a new release that we both haven't read because it's just like slipped our minds. We both really want to read Sight Witch, and it looks fantastic, and look at this beautiful cover. So gorgeous. I love the model that they used for that, and it's just like, it's so pretty. This is the prequel to Truth Witch and...
Sight Witch. No. Wind Witch.
Yes, Wind Witch.
We're really good at this.
Wind Witch was like kind of a letdown though, so...
I enjoyed it. You're crazy.
He was whiny. Anyways, this is a really cool story about... written by Susan Dennard, and it's about... different powers have different types of abilities. There is the Thread Witch that can weave people's lives around. There's the Truth Witch who can tell when people are lying. And there's like Blood Witch and everything. It's really cool. Check out the series. I really enjoy it, and I think this series is going to be one of the epic ones. It reminds me a lot of Sarah J. Maas. If you guys have read something by Sarah J. Maas, you'll probably like her writing style as well.
Definitely.
Superhero number 7 is read a book set in a different world, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be our April book. I'm filming this a little early, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be our Muggle Studies book club pick because I've got a Twitter poll going right now, and it's winning so far, so I'm just going to put it on here, but it might be changing. And that is Scythe. I've been meaning to get to this for a while, and Trevor really likes it. I think I'll like it too, and everybody says that it reads super fast, so I'm excited to get on the Scythe train.
I just want to know, it was my recommendation that she does Scythe for her April book of the month. She's going to try and take credit for it, but it was all me.
Oh, please.
See? To find a book that takes place in a different world is really easy for me, but it was a challenge to find one that I haven't read yet. So I'm going with The Vagrant. I've heard good things about it. I don't actually remember what it's about, but I'm told if I like Brandon Sanderson, which he's my favorite author, that I would love this book. So, as far as I know, it's a Vagrant, delivering a weapon to I think it's the Shining City, which is far away and it's a dangerous road, so, you know.
So it's a quest novel.
Lord of the Rings-esque. Deliver the weapon.
If you want updates, watch the vlogs. Superhero number 8 is a Black Widow. Read a book with a kick-ass female, and what better book to read than Black Widow? I have been needing to read this forever, and I am really excited to get to Black Widow. Trevor has read this one, and he says that it's got to do with a lot about her backstory, which I've always wanted to know more about Black Widow's backstory, because we all know we're never getting a Black Widow movie like we need. So...
Actually, they announced it.
What? There's a solo movie?
It hasn't officially been confirmed, but Chris Evans, Captain America, has said that it's in works. Oh,
I so hope this is real, because yes. Okay.
It was a Google article. Take that with you will.
So, Black Widow is for my Black Widow pick.
Mine is Shadowcaster. Definitely a badass female main character. She started out as a rebel, and this is book 2. Main character she started out as a rebel trying to overthrow an evil king, so no spoilers. Lots of things explode. The first one is called Flamecaster. Really good book. I listened to the audiobook and followed along.
Prompt number 9 is, what would Stan Lee do? Read a Marvel comic. And I like the Grace's little ad in here, though, is Stan Lee would probably write a Marvel comic, but we're gonna read a Marvel comic, so...
Not that creative.
We went to the library today and we picked out some ones that we haven't read yet. You guys can peek behind Trevor. Most of those are Marvel comics. But if you guys have looked at Marvel comics at all, you know that there is a ton to choose from. So, in the spirit of upcoming movies, I thought this was a good one to pick from. And that is The Unstoppable Wasp, since there is the Ant-Man and Wasp movie coming out. I don't know anything about Wasp, so I wanted to bone up on my knowledge before going to see the movie.
My Stan Lee book is Doctor Strange. It is volume 4. It's in the middle of a series, but that doesn't bug me half as much as she does.
I bug you? You mean the volume?
It bugs her. That's totally what I meant. You can insert a halo right here.
Rude.
It has Lady Thor on it, and I love the Lady Thor series. I really like where it's going with blank as Lady Thor. So, no spoilers. So, yay Doctor Strange, yay Lady Thor, and beat up bad guys.
And number 10 to round out this TBR is going to be The Avengers Read, a book that has hashtag squad goals. And I have been putting this book on my TBR because I've been needing to read it for the past 3 months. And it's going to happen this month because I actually have some days off that I plan on just sitting and reading. And that is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. First one is Raven Boys. I really like it. I really like the team and the group of friends. And they're such like a unique band of misfits, and I love them, and I can't wait to know more of them. And I've heard there's some great character growth in the second one, so I can't.
Mine, with a badass squad of heroes, is Mistborn. It's one of my favorite books of all time. It's very Ocean's 11.
Yeah. Living
in a world of where ash falls constantly from the sky. There's an evil tyrant. Instead of robbing someone, they're robbing an entire empire. So, very awesome. The magic system's really cool. I really love the world he set up, and the series is actually still going. So there's 6 books out so far, I think. And yeah, one of my favorite books of all time.
So that is all for our Avengers TBR. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me a comment down below letting me know which one you are most looking forward to on our reviews, and which movie you think ours is the favorite. I think that'll be fun to see what people think. Besides Deadpool. If you guys are not new to the channel, you can't say Deadpool because he's not actually a part of the Avengers yet. So
he's just not part of the MCU. He is an Avenger.
Yes, but not
an Avenger. He was an actual Avenger.
But not during the MCU. So which Marvel movie do you think is the MCU is our favorites, each respectively? So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you at the end of the month to let us know our wrap up. Bye!